could call Susan. Maybe she'll have an idea.
Hello?
Hey, Susan, what's up?
Hey, not much.
I have a quick favor to ask you. I'm doing this series of tutorials for Skype's YouTube channel, and I'm kind of drawing a blank for the last idea. Do you have any ideas or requests for a makeup tutorial?
Well, with Halloween, you do really cool zombies. Those are kind of a popular thing.
Yeah,
Do that.
Zombies might be a little too scary, though.
Well, another thing that's popular right now is pop art, and kind of mix pop art and zombies together and come up with something. I think you could rock that. I think you could do it.
I like your thinking. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a pop art zombie. To start off this neon zombie, I covered my eyebrows using 2 to 3 layers of washable glue stick. Next, I mapped out the features of my zombie using a white eyeliner. I like to take this step so I avoid filling in those areas with green paint. And to paint the zombie skin, I went for a bright neon green face paint. To get this color opaque on the skin, I used a brush, let the layer dry, and then went over the color again. After filling in the majority of my face, I then used a smaller brush to fill out any details. Next, to my neck and chest, I applied the green using a sponge. Since I'm not too worried about coloring in holes on the neck or chest, a sponge is going to work well for this. You definitely do have to layer it to get maximum opacity. Once you're happy with the base color, it's time to start filling in the zombie holes. This is almost like paint by numbers, and you can choose any colors to fill in your details. I started by applying a hot pink to the wound on my forehead and underneath my eyes. Then I filled in the eyeball with a white and finished off the holes in the cheek with pink. Moving on to the eyebrows, I used a neon yellow paint to paint them on. After painting the iris purple on the eyeball, I sketched in the teeth with a white eyeliner. Then I filled in the teeth with the same neon yellow that I used to fill in my eyebrows. The lips and gums need a little love too, so I just filled them in using the hot pink. The eyeball also needed some attention, so I filled in the optic nerve with red face paint and then added veining to the eyeball itself. The time has come to refine this zombie and really make it pop. I'm going to be adding black outlines to all the features using a black face paint. The step is definitely time consuming and tedious. To steady your hand, I recommend resting your elbow on a table and holding your wrist with the other hand. This will give you a more controlled movement. After filling in the nose cavity, I started shading around the mouth and inside the holes in the cheek. This is going to add depth to those areas. The eyes needed more bags, so I drew in a few more. Then I drew in thicker lines along the cheek and temple. These lines are meant to be the contour of the zombie, indicating the cheekbone and the sunken-in temple. And then with small strokes outward, I added depth underneath those lines. Next, I added some sketchy lines, much like you would see in a comic book. And to the neck and collarbone, I created more of those contour lines. And what's a pop art zombie without a little skin texture? I just dotted on that black face paint to break up the skin tone. The final stage of this zombie makeup is to black out the eyes. I'm using a black eyeliner in the waterline. Then I'm filling in the eyelid with a black eyeshadow base and patting a matte black eyeshadow on top. And that's going to wrap up this pop art zombie. Make sure you check out the other Halloween tutorials I created for Halloweek, which include an old witch and a cracked porcelain doll. Again, my name is Angie, and you can find me on my YouTube channel, Goldiestarling. Thanks so much for watching, and have a happy and safe Halloween.